Good morning, 21st September 21. EU container officers 2 victory. We have vacancies of captain, chief engineer $10,000, second engineer, chief officer $7,000, electrician we have $4,500 negotiable. We are going to take a new unit now this October. So we need to plan for the quarantine, we need to plan for the visa requirement, we need to plan for these travel arrangements. We have in Candina now this new sector of containers that we are expanding. We look forward to have more ship owners benefiting of a direct relationship with a huge database, crew management company with no conflicts of interest like ship managers do. And also we are looking forward to the second and the third officers. This is about the $4,000. Also third engineer, fourth engineer, and rating is normally as ships trade in Caribbean, Europe, and Pacific. So in the Pacific ships, we have ratings from Filipinas mainly. But should any cook, bosun, feeder be interested in expanding and sailing in the Pacific Ocean, please send the CVs, all of you, to selection at candinagroup.com and selection 2 at candinagroup.com. Please, we are taking over many ships and we look forward to having your applications. Also, it is valid for any kind of European officers. Why? Because we in Europe are in the COVID white lists, and this is a huge competitive advantage that you can take this opportunity now. Many countries, for example, like Ukraine, are not in this white list today. I don't know about tomorrow. And then ship owners rather have vaccinated crew, but also from this white list of COVID, because there is always the little risk of this virus. And we have to be very careful when we look after our seafarers, that we put on board a crew that we can make the most that they do not have the virus, because merchant shipping, we have to live here 24/7 together, we have to eat together, work together on board the ship, and it's not the same thing as these people from shore have. So at sea, we must be sorry, a little bit more careful with these circumstances, like we have been throughout these 18 months, and we have seen that these shore people really just don't know how to play this game, but it's not really problem. They have enough problems themselves. So then please take advantage of these opportunities, because if you are young second officer from Europe and third engineer, or third officer and fourth engineer, or even chief officers from container ships, or even you are in the RoPax business and you're not really feeling the sense of being motivated on board those ships because you really want to have experience of different international ports in the Pacific, in the Caribbean, worldwide, and perhaps you feel like doing this trade is not your area, and that perhaps if you have a collective bargaining agreement like a Spanish flag that is very non-negotiable, because you have to update the wages of all, but then perhaps if you really want to be promoted and you have a huge talent like all the merchant officers have in Europe, now it's a great opportunity, because you can promote, you can change the size of ships, 20,000 ton container ships, and then you can really make a step. And every little step is a huge step for us, European crew management companies and European officers, because the others will follow. And in the container ships, we are not so experienced in the past, but perhaps we can go back to our roots and take over this experience so we can pass to others. And all kinds of ratings and officers, please apply Candina online, invest a little time, 5 minutes, instead of watching television, bad news, the elections in Russia, elections in Europe, elections everywhere. Who cares about elections because they pay the TV that you are watching. Now, you must subscribe and like to this channel because this here, we're talking about job opportunities, new opportunities, COVID opportunities, and this is a huge one. You must really be positive about this because wages are not going down, are going up. The shortage of officers is clear, is here. And now this wide list of COVID is really making it more interesting for us European also group management companies and yourself as well, officers, to united we stand. And for the supply and demand will be in our favor and the fleet is growing. So what else can you do but to apply now in Candina? We look forward to having you available for these units. Please like, subscribe, and pass it to your friends in social media. Take care. Bye.